So we just got the head back, actually yesterday. I picked it up. Pretty much what the problem was is the head was warped. It still was the valve. The valve wasn't seated right on 3 and 4, but mostly my leakage was caused from the head being warped. So this head was used previously before, so this is not a brand new head. Unlike the black, which the black was completely rebuilt, this head was actually used. And I guess it wasn't resurfaced before I got it, which I just assumed it was, but it wasn't. And I should not assume that, but I did. And the head was warped by, he said, 0.004 of an inch. So that's what caused a lot of compression being lost, and also the valves needed to be reseated on 3 and 4, or 3 and 4 over here. They got grinded down, they got reseated, and they are seating a lot better, especially on the intake side. So they got reseated. The head has obviously been redecked, a lot cleaner now. So what I'm doing today is, actually did this yesterday, copper sprayed the head gasket this time. My friend recommended that I do it, so I was like, whatever, we're about to spray, and we sprayed it. And we're gonna put the head back on, probably a little bit later on. I still gotta kind of clean up my garage and set some stuff up, and I also have to get a couple bolts, because this bolt yesterday, 2 threads on this stripped out on for the idle air control valve. So the head's back on there. I think it's sitting flush now. I just sat it back on there, still needs to be torqued down. So I'm gonna put the washers on and put the nuts on, and get my head back on where it's supposed to be. Alright, so I thought you guys might want to see me sweat a little bit when putting this head on. I already did 25 and 50, so I'm about to go right to the 80 foot-pounds that it gets finalized on. And I'm always scared to snap something, so I thought you guys might enjoy seeing me sweat a little bit. That's my, don't worry about that, that's my fucking torque wrench. It slips, sometimes the pin slips. So we're gonna go ahead and put the cams back in, and I'm also probably gonna put some more engine assembly lube back on the cams and lube them back up, and especially on the actual lifters here, because they actually cleaned them up. Since it was in the machine shop, they cleaned up my head a little bit, so all the assembly lube is off the top parts of the lifters, so I want to put some more assembly lube back on it so it stays nice and lubricated when we go ahead and make that first startup. All right, guys, so we got the head on again. Everything's torqued down. I didn't snap anything this time, so that's great. Pretty much I'm gonna end the video on this. We're gonna be timing up the motor and stuff like that tomorrow, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm not gonna put anything on or anything until we could do leakage tests on the motor again and make sure that the machining that was done fixed our problem, and this motor is all ready to go. So that's pretty much it for this video. I kind of want to close it out right here, and we'll probably do the timing on the motor tomorrow and get everything set up so we can do the leakage test and make sure the machine work that it was done is gonna fix our problem. So I wanna thank you guys again for tuning in, and also shout out to Honda Vlogs. They do a recap of the entire week and a whole bunch of YouTubers that update their Hondas and what they're building on. They just do an entire weekly vlog thing where they just post on Monday around 8 p.m. and they just kind of go over what everyone has done in the community. So I really want to shout out to them. They featured me in their last recap video, so I really appreciate that. So I want you guys to go ahead and check out their YouTube channel. It's Honda Vlogs. I'll have it down low in the description so you guys can click on it and check it out. So it's Boosted Black Guy, and I'm out. Peace.